Modernization theory argues that economic and social development eventually leads to democracy. As societies become wealthier, more educated, urban, and globally connected, citizens gain the resources and confidence to demand greater political participation, accountability, and liberal democratic institutions. In many countries, modernization has been associated with political liberalization. However, Singapore presents an interesting puzzle for this theory. Singapore is one of the most developed societies in the world. It has a highly educated population, strong global economic integration, and advanced infrastructure. According to modernization theory, such conditions should increase pressure for democratic competition and political change. Yet, Singapore has been governed by the People's Action Party, or PAP, continuously since 1959. Although elections are held regularly, the ruling party remains dominant. One explanation is that Singapore challenges modernization theory. The political system includes institutional arrangements that make it difficult for opposition parties to compete on equal terms. For example, multi-member constituencies require opposition parties to field larger teams of candidates. Regulations on campaigning and public assembly also limit political mobilization. In addition, laws related to media regulation, defamation, and online misinformation create risks for confrontational opposition politics. Together, these factors make it difficult for challengers to achieve electoral breakthroughs. At the same time, government performance plays an important role. Singapore's state has delivered high living standards, efficient public administration, extensive public housing, and low levels of corruption and crime. In a small and highly globalized economy, many citizens prioritize stability, competence, and predictability. State-linked programs, meritocratic education, and strong economic opportunities can make political continuity appear attractive and reduce demand for dramatic political change. However, another interpretation suggests that Singapore does not necessarily falsify modernization theory. Instead, the theory may describe long-term tendencies rather than immediate outcomes. Over the past 2 decades, opposition parties have gradually increased their presence in parliament, and vote shares for the ruling party have fluctuated. Public debates about inequality, immigration, and the cost of living have also become more visible. Social change is also taking place. Younger and highly educated citizens often express stronger preferences for transparency, policy debate, and checks on political power. Online platforms and civil society groups have expanded opportunities for discussion, even within a regulated political environment. In response, the government has occasionally adjusted policies and engaged in public consultations. Overall, Singapore shows that modernization does not automatically lead to rapid democratization. Economic development can increase political expectations, but institutions, leadership strategies, and social preferences shape how those pressures unfold. Singapore therefore highlights that modernization theory explains tendencies rather than guarantees, and that political change can occur gradually and in complex ways.